Okay, if there's two things film majors like me are really good at, it's A, working in the service industry at some point, and B, making themselves look smart because they know about the increasingly contrived subtleties of cinema. I'll do this second thing because I'm good at it, and I'll start with Return of the Jedi, which I hate. I like Star Wars, but if you look deeply into it, this movie is just... That being said, this entire final sequence of Luke and Vader versus the Emperor is one of the most well-made sequences in the Star Wars saga, with symbolism packed into the mise-en-scene with meticulous detail to the point where you can figure out the meanings just by the lighting and... Anyway, symbolism in Return of the Jedi and how it elevates the story. Let's go. The temptation Luke feels to give in to his emotions and to the dark side is a fantastic analogy for the everyday weakness we endure as human beings. The dark side entails hate, fear, aggression, and anger, whereas the light side encourages peace, serenity, and control. And how better to portray darkness versus light? Literally through lights. The Emperor and his throne room are drenched in darkness, making the Emperor's wrinkled white face stand out like a demon through his hood, making the bright lightsaber colors clash through the darkness. The color of the blades are symbolic too. Luke's blade originally was blue, indicative of his innocence and youthful qualities, until... Now he has a green one, showing his progression as a person and in the Force. Vader's blade is still red because he's evil. Luke originally wore white, but now he wears the deep black robes of a warrior, just as his father does. What sets them apart are their faces. While Vader is covered in his iconic dark life support mask, showing how the evil has surrounded him and encased him, Luke is showing his own face. Whenever Luke appears lost in his emotion, slowly dipping down closer to the dark side, his face becomes ensnared in shadow until he realizes what he's doing and brings himself back, and his face becomes fully lit again. The opposite effect happens for the Emperor. When the Emperor is being deceitful, using his Machiavellian tactics to disturb Luke's inner thoughts, his face is shadowed, only his piercing orange eyes visible through the gape of his hood. However, when Luke resists against temptation and declares himself a Jedi, we see the Emperor's face fully lit. It is damaged, cracked, and wrinkled. Here in the story is where this symbolism is at its best, and the Emperor mutters that,
"If you will not be turned, you will be destroyed."
And boom, lightning. As Luke squirms on the floor in pain like a bitch, we see Darth Vader return to look at what is happening, and we see the lighting come into full play again. The Force lightning coming from the Emperor shines and reflects off of Vader's dark helmet, illuminating it in white light for the first time as he sees his son in agony. And then as he picks up the Emperor and throws him down a power canal, we see the lighting shock him and illuminate the human skeleton inside of him as he falls to the floor. And then finally we see the face of Anakin Skywalker, gray and damaged, as he makes amends with his son and passes away, finally at peace. It's a travesty that the rest of the movie is just sort of like... But this one sequence in the throne room, with its powerful moral ground and message, makes the whole movie kind of worth it, I guess. I don't know.